My hair look alright?
Yeah, look fit, mate.
Yeah.
Not so much you. Anyway. Right, play the fucking theme tune.
We're not. Is that how we're introducing it? Just play the fucking theme tune.
Can't you just put the theme tune on after?
Yeah, I thought we were gonna.
What do you mean?
Why would you play the theme tune?
Because we're going to play a theme tune. We're gonna go, this is a new podcast that we've got. We think we're fucking funny. We're probably not.
Yeah, but then you just put the theme tune in Logic after. Why would we sit
Sure
here?
he's gonna. No, because he's gonna.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just get us in the mood, like.
It's a fucking angle, mate.
Oh, alright, thanks.
Jesus Christ! What a way to start.
Just didn't have to be horrible about it.
Hozza. Mazza. He's on a Mazza. Oh, fuck off.
Well, I just so we working it. The hell is it? After the night you're having no, you're fight. You're used to working with good dog. And then you'll get sat enough again, do well.
Were we not having it forwards?
Can we not make it look like we've not scripted this part at all? Oh, why don't you? Is that backwards? You there?
Yeah, because it's the Halloween special Halloween
Yeah.
tune for the Halloween special.
So why don't you give it us forwards?
Forwards, you
Yeah,
say?
let's hear that. That's not scripted and planned.
It's a secret.
Did you plan that without me? You fucking pricks! I'm sat here like, what the fuck is going on?
So yeah, like forwards.
I would make a fantastic boyfriend. All you got to do is give me a go. I'll treat you right. I definitely wouldn't bury you under the patio when you do my head in. Just give it a go. You could do worse. You could just die alone.
So yeah,
I just want to move on really quickly.
I'm just using the podcast to advertise that I'm out there,
Single.
single, ready to mingle.
I'm aware that I swore a lot then.
Yeah, I feel like I saw a bit as well.
Are we not allowed to swear?
Well,
Fuck it, we've done it now.
Yeah, I was going to swear.
you've got a tattoo on your face, mate, that nobody respects you as a person. Not in a bad, I do, but like society.
There's a story behind it though.
Go on.
Which side is it?
Yeah, the side, mate.
This side.
Yeah,
So, what happened was I wanted a tattoo on my face.
yeah.
So I messaged my tattooist. And I said, can I have a tattoo on my face? And she was like, yeah. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and you got one as well on your face, so that's good. Anyway, so this is why have we decided to do a podcast? It was literally a message today, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Let's just do a podcast.
let's do a podcast
Because we think we're funny, but then what I really think is that we're not funny, and that only us three find each other funny. So we're probably going to watch this back in hysterics, but everyone else is going to go, well, these guys are fucking weird. And I think we are weird as well.
Yeah,
I genuinely do think
you
we
more
are.
than... What happens is, we come here to record,
Yeah.
and the music is just okay, but the memories we make along the way,
Yeah.
that's what it is, isn't it?
The favourite part of it is definitely the trying to get the content. Do you remember when I sent you a video of...
This is going well, isn't it?
You know, I sent you a video of my feet walking and was like, I'm trying to get some content together, mate.
I think, like, because obviously it's my mum, your mum, maybe one of our girlfriends listening or something. But on the off chance that they aren't, we were trying to get content for our music pages, and Matt sent me a video of his feet. Not taking the piss or anything, like he genuinely thought that'd get people to like our page.
I was just trying to get some sort of content together, and I was going to be on the way to the stew.
Right, should we start then?
What? Oh, fuck off. This is golden, mate. This is golden. This is all staying in. How long have we been going?
I've got like about 20 minutes of preamble as well, so it's all going on. They're setting up the cameras is going on as well. Little bonus,
Is it?
Little bonus for people, isn't it?
Oh,
little bonus
fucking
part.
mate.
Like,
but mate, you got to listen back to it.
yeah, but Look, people normally build up to a special. We're starting with a Halloween special and following it with a bonus pod straight away. So let people know how it
I
is.
feel like I said some weird shit because I wasn't aware.
Oh, we've definitely all said shit in there.
Yeah.
If you've had that rolling since we've been setting the cameras up, we got all sorts of shit in there.
Yeah, definitely. It's either going on the pod or I'm going to make music out of it.
Is that going to be loud enough, mate? Like, looking at that, does that...
Oh, just turn it up, it'll be fine.
Will it, though?
Yeah.
Right. Because we haven't checked it.
I've had headphones and I've checked it, sound.
Have you?
Yeah. I mean, not since we actually properly started, but...
Those lines don't look very big, mate.
Oh, hang on.
This is the most boring content.
Oh, okay. It doesn't make it big. It'll make it bigger when I press stop. It'll get bigger.
Cool. So anyway, yeah, Halloween special. So I just want to set the record straight. I don't like Halloween at all, in the slightest. I don't like being scared. I don't understand it, actually, at all. So
Should
I
we
understand...
be videoing this?
What do you mean?
Because the fucking COVID regulations.
We're fine,
What about
mate.
him?
We're not. We're...
Mate, we're his fucking support bubble, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about, mate, but 100% we are his support bubble. He's fucking
Okay,
nuts,
so-
mate.
Yeah,
So,
we're...
and the camera takes away 2 meters, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
we're
what was...
we're group 1 anyway, like we're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, that's £10. I'm just wondering how
Yeah.
many cameras we got on. Sorry. Can we cut that bit?
Yeah.
so go on then.
What was I saying? Yeah, no, I don't get it. I don't enjoy being scared. I don't... Like, you know, like... Well, you were discussing it, earlier, and you were saying about... that's a nice little bit of trickery from Vinicius Jr. I think that's a penalty, but anyway, moving on.
We got football on in the background.
Yeah, probably
Just,
best.
yeah, probably just...
I'm glad
Yeah.
someone's remembered to explain to the people who aren't
Watching.
watching.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a weird... Anyway, I don't like being scared. I don't like the idea of walking across my landing at night and being like, oh, fucking hell, I wonder if the ghost
I
of
love that
gobbly
shit.
ghoul shit is fucking waiting
I
around the corner
genuinely
for me.
love
I
that
don't
shit.
get it. But I understand comedy, right? Because it's like comedy makes me laugh, and I like laughing. Why do you like being scared? At what point is it that you're like, this is fucking great to me that I am scared of my own shadow?
You know what? I don't actually know what it is. Like, I genuinely don't know what it is.
I don't get it.
Like, because I don't enjoy it when I'm scared. I like the idea of getting there.
I don't even like the idea of getting scared. I like the idea of just completely... you're coming out of a jam.
Mate, the other night, I just finished work, and like I work out in the sticks, and our car park is like a good half-mile walk from where I actually work. And once everyone got in the cars and left, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to sit and listen to this horror podcast, the No Sleep podcast, and scare myself a little bit. And about 30 seconds in, I fucking belted it out of that car park, like just terrified. There's trees, and you know how trees get. So I went home, and my missus was in bed. So I just thought, I'll carry on listening to this podcast. And I sat on my table, I skinned up, and I was just about to go outside. And I ran and got into bed instead. Like, I just couldn't do it. I don't know what it was.
That's the thing I don't get. What the fuck is it that you're going to say now?
I was just gonna give you the honest truth. I like horror films. I like getting scared. I think it's nice to be scared of the monsters instead of the childhood beatings.
I don't think you got enough beatings.
You know, be scared of something.
If I
that's
could
not
go
real.
back in time, I wouldn't like kill Hitler or anything. I'd give you more beatings.
Mate, you'd have to form a fucking cube like my dad. So.
If you've been affected by any of the topics discussed on today's podcast,
It's not funny though, is it?
No.
you've
It's
got to
not
laugh,
funny.
though.
You have to laugh because fucking it's the scars and the pain that really
Yeah.
cause the ish.
No, I don't. I like horror films. I like scary films.
I think it's just like it's even though like it's scary being scared, you get the adrenaline rush, don't you?
Yeah.
And it, that like every
No,
like
not
I've got a
really.
load of my son's old toys in the shed, and like they're just in a bag waiting to be collected by someone. And every now and again they just go off. Like I've taken all the batteries out, And I'll be outside smoking, and I'll just hear like a toy go, "Let's play" or something.
Mate, that is the worst thing in the world. When I used to crash at my sister's house, and like the kids' toys would go off in the middle of the night randomly. That is literally the most terrifying thing I've ever experienced. Like walking home pissed 2-3 in the morning and thinking someone's following you.
Yeah,
a kid's toy going off in the middle of the night.
You know why? Because like in horror movies, the scariest people are always the little fucking girls with black hair, no matter what horror film it is. And I'll say something really innocent. If it wasn't like, if you're watching a comedy and a little girl comes over and goes, "Dad, can I have some ice cream?" You're like, "Oh, bless her, she wants some ice cream." If that's a horror film and you put a bit of thunder and some like scary ambience music or whatever behind it, you're like, "Fucking hell, she wants ice cream." You know what I mean?
Ice cream or killings.
You've never watched a horror movie, have you?
I just don't fucking like them, mate. I don't get it.
Mate,
I genuinely
love
don't
it.
fucking understand why you want to watch them.
The one thing I like more than horror films is playing horror games where you literally, it drags you more into it and you get more involved. Like, turn the lights off, play something horrifically fucking scary.
Not gonna do that at all ever in my life.
Mate, you know what?
No, do you know what, lads? Right, I'm gonna fucking set my stall out here. Categorically, that's never gonna happen for me ever. Never gonna do it. Never gonna be something I experience. No one is ever gonna talk me into it. Why don't you turn the lights off, mate? Sit on your own, pop yourself in front of this TV with this gaming console on, and play a fucking horror game. Yeah. I'm all right, actually.
Mate,
thanks.
I during lockdown,
I could be wanking.
Do both
at the same time.
Yeah.
During lockdown, I started playing Resident Evil 2 again, the remake, and it got to a point where I'd saved. And every time I stepped out of the like closet or whatever it is, was that a goal?
Yeah, it's really
Real Madrid have just made it 3-3. They're not even celebrating like they've done anything special either. Probably because they were 3-0 down to Shakhtar Donetsk. This isn't horror. Isn't horror.
Having football on the background is a mistake. So I started playing Resident Evil 2 again, and I got like pretty far in the game, but I got to a point where I was like in a closet and I just saved it. And every time I opened the door to walk out, I went back in. And like I was sat there, it was like the middle of like 3-4 in the morning, and I'm holding the controller, and like I'll step out and like you hear like the groans of the zombies and the music, and I just get back in. It's a fucking game, mate, but I'm terrified. And I've not picked it up since. I was like, I'm gonna go on Mario Kart for a bit.
But that's the problem,
mate. I love it. I get well giddy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like shaking and shit, and like then I'll go to the toilet in the middle of the night, and it doesn't help that I'm stoned either. And like honestly, I'm creeping round, and like I swear to God, when I look in the mirror, I'm expecting something. But I think I'm going to see like like in movies where they slam the mirror shut and it's the fucking person. Like I'm expecting that, and I'm scared to look out windows and shit. Like I love that.
I don't get it. Yeah. I don't fucking get it.
But it is the adrenaline. It's 100% the adrenaline rush.
If I want that, I'd go on a roller coaster, mate. I'm
not a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of roller coasters. Yeah, I just don't enjoy them.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I don't like going fast.
So I've been on one roller coaster. I can't remember when it was. It was when I was younger, and it was like a ghost train and a roller coaster, and I much preferred that to just oh, this is a bit fast.
Me in-law went to Thingy Fort Park the other week, actually, to be fair.
It's literally the most boring thing you've said tonight.
Yeah. It was good, mate. I enjoyed it. Because that was thrilling.
I'm not into that. I see. A little story that I started telling you earlier. So I've almost exclusively listened to the No Sleep podcast. So have you heard it?
No.
So it's just like mainly stories from Reddit, like creepypastas, or like some of them I've read before, but like it's nice to listen to them.
What's like the context of the content though? What?
Just little stories, normally first person.
So it's not like somebody's like actually narrating it and like being like, and here's your next story or anything like that. It's literally just short stories.
Yeah, sort of. You got like a host or whatever. And they put like different sounds and like I don't know. It sounds a lot creepier than if you're just reading it. And if I'm driving, in the shower, cooking, cleaning, I've been listening to that for like the past month or so. And I've rinsed through the seasons. But it's got to a point now. When you first get broadband, when you were like 13, 14, and you just watch so much porn. That you can't fathom why the lady at the till didn't get her tits out. When you know what I mean, you walk in Asda's and you're like, hang on a minute, she kept them in her top. Like it warps your mind so much. It's like the equivalent of that, but with horror.
She wants to take me into the stock room.
Yeah, but she never does, mate. And that's what porn does to young men.
Yeah, and also it's because I'm not ripped with a massive dick either. that's
it.
That's
yeah,
definitely
so
part.
The equivalent of that has happened to me, but with horror. So I'm like listening to these podcasts all the fucking time. Sometimes like I work really late and I'll get home and like I've got to play it cool just in case there is some like ghost or something looking at me. I don't want him to think I'm scared. I don't believe in him because I'm a rational person, but if it's 3 a.m, I'm scared of him like any other rational person.
Yeah.
But obviously they feed off fear, innit? So when I get out of my car and walk back to my house, I strut like...
catch you coming in the house at 3 o'clock in the morning, you walk like you are 10 men.
I don't know what my neighbours think, but honestly, if there's a ghoul or anything, or a zombie or something watching, they're like, fucking hell, lads.
Yeah.
Stay back.
He's not got any fear to feed off.
The thing that gets me is I'll sit here like late at night in the dark, either watching something scary or playing something scary on my own, living on my own, and just every now and then just have a little glance up at the stairs just to check someone's not there.
Oh mate, I do that all the time.
All the time, just like
I look at little gaps
is someone?
Do you know what?
And it's pitch black up there, so I can't tell. I'm just like,
I just fucking sit and watch The Sopranos or something then. Like, I don't fucking need it, lads.
I was watching a documentary about Peter Sutcliffe last night, and obviously like they show like previous footage in that, and they kept putting his picture up, like obviously on the screen, and like talking. Oh, he was like a killer. Mate, I've lost my train of thought because I'm getting scared again. Like, but like, because I had a few spliffs as well. I was watching it and I was like, he's looking in my eyes. Like he can still. He's dead, and this is a TV program, but he can see right into my soul. I put Cartoon Network on for a little bit, but again, like I don't think I'd normally be scared by that. I think that is literally because I fucked my head up with all them podcasts.
That's the thing though, is I fucking love serial killer documentaries. Like I literally fucking love them. Me and Laura will like try and find that shit and try and find the uncovered ones that are just kicking about on Netflix from years and years ago and shit. Like I love that. I don't. Do you know what I think it is? It's the suspense part up to the big reveal, and it's that suspense part there that I don't fucking like.
Yeah.
But I think that comes from impatience as well. I don't think it's just directly about horror, but I don't like that waiting bit. It fucking irritates me.
I'm watching.
No, that's because it builds in you.
Yeah.
And these fucking arseholes just fucking all the time. Oh, no.
Oh, mate,
we're watching. What's it called? Haunting of Brill.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. On Netflix,
yeah. Uncle Bryn, Haunting of Uncle Bryn, and I think we're like 4 or 5.
It's just the fishing trip over and over.
Yeah, I think we're like on episode 4 or 5, and it like I've got to say it's not that scary, but me and my missus, we're both expecting something to constantly scare us. Yeah. Like the build up to nothing happening is just as scary.
I've not watched that or the first one, but I need to because like I've seen so many videos online that I've not actually watched yet. But it's like, oh, here's all the ghosts that are in the background that you don't see unless you look in the back. There's literally dozens of ghosts hidden throughout that whole fucking show.
I've spotted a few in this one
before, like where like they hide ghosts in the background just to fuck with you.
I don't get it.
It's cool, mate. It's, when I went to Japan, me and my brother. I don't know why we were staying in like this really old-fashioned.
That felt like a weird plug for Japan. Yeah. And our sponsors, Japan.
We went to Japan. Pause for applause.
Well, we were staying in this like really old like bed set. I think they're called like ryokan. I can't really remember. And I thought it'd be a good idea because I couldn't sleep, and I was reading up about like a load of Japanese urban legends and stuff like that. And some of them were fucking terrifying. And like there was one like of a little demon kid that looks at you through cracks of furniture. And if you look at him, like if you see him, like it's fine the first time, but the second time he drags you through the crack of the furniture in a hell or something. And that could be like 70 years apart. And honestly, the rest of the time in Japan, as soon as it hit like midnight and I was at home on my own, I stopped looking around the room. I was like looking directly up. I was fucking looking at any cracks. But again, if you ask me in the morning, I'm like, no, I'm looking a fucking crack, mate. Like I'm walking around the room like looking in cracks. So what are you going to fucking do, mate? It's daylight now. But one night we were out in Tokyo, and Tokyo is really weird because like you'd be walking down certain streets and it's just like people everywhere no matter what time, lights and flashing, and then you take like a little turn and it's like you're in like an old-fashioned part of Japan again. So we thought we were taking a shortcut and we really fucking weren't. So we were like walking through these old houses and that, and one of the urban legends is like a woman who creaks up to you on a bike and you hear creaking or something. And she has like a face mask on. And apparently when she takes the face mask off, it's like she's been cut or something. I can't really remember the story. But we were walking down, and we can just see in the distance this bike getting closer. And it's me and my brother. And the closer it got, the more we could hear it like going... And we were like, we'd had a few beers, and obviously we're fucking English, so we were like walking down the street, hey, fuck you, hey! And then we both become aware of this woman who, like, as she passed, she was like 90 odd, but like we both become aware of her, and we start getting closer and closer. And like it got to a point where we went from being proper yob shouting to pretty much holding hands, right? And we were both
quivering.
Like, what the fuck? Because there was hardly any street lights or anything. And then this woman just drove past us and looked at us like we were fucking idiots. And we were, oh, it's just an old woman, lad. And like, let go of each other. Went and found the next car.
That's amazing.
But again, like, if that was the middle of the day,
yeah,
just look at that woman. Probably robbed her or something.
Yeah, because we are fucking proper ghetto in Shrewsbury, aren't we? Yeah, but from Shrewsbury, Town of Flowers. Yeah. Anyway, do you know another thing I don't get as well, guys? And I don't know if it's because I'm a humbug. Is a humbug the right word? Probably not. But trick or treating.
Yeah.
And just kids coming to the door and getting sweets. Yeah. Just fuck.
You know what? I used to hate that until I became.
You're going to take Teddy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Teddy's going to be dressed as a pumpkin, mate.
As soon as I became a dad, I was like, kids are mint. And then like they turn up at the house now, and I'm just like, fuck it, have a Twix, mate. Like I'm not giving them like, the little shit sweets. Yeah. Like I'm going all out. Like I don't even eat Twixes, but I'm gonna get them ready. And they're gonna be like, mate, go to number. I best not say that. Go to number. Who don't we like?
Convenient for me because my front door is round the back. No one ever knocks on my door ever. Like no kids come around Halloween because they think they're going to someone's back gardens. They don't come round. So
I do wish it was a bigger deal in England.
Mate.
I fucking hate it.
Not trick or treating. Like I wish Halloween in general was a bigger deal. Like it was an actual holiday. Like we had more parties.
Honestly, I fucking hide from them. Like Mum used to make me fucking hide from the.
Have you never been trick or treating when you were a kid or anything?
Huh?
No.
Never been to a fancy dress?
I don't know. I mentioned the beatings earlier.
I don't really remember.
Did you get special Halloween themed beatings? I'll put this on.
I would dress up in an outfit made from a bin bag and sit in the front room with me mum and dad.
Yeah. And that was trick or treating, wasn't it? You used to ask your mum and dad.
That wasn't the little treat.
Yeah.
Well, normally he's just in the room.
Just got the trick every time.
But wouldn't it be good, like, if we had like made a bit more of a to do about it?
I don't ever remember going. I can't. I'm really trying to wrap my brains, and I don't know whether I did. I don't know whether I went out. It was more of like a teenager doing it.
Yeah, well, I did because I just wanted a bit of money.
Yeah, but never got any. Really.
Well, I remember like back in like the 90s and early noughties, it like you didn't really get sweets or anything, did you? No. Some like you'd always get the old bitch who'd give you a fucking apple or something.
I don't remember.
Give me a coppers at the very least. I don't want an apple.
Just got told.
But I've never
disgusting, isn't it?
I've never ever liked fucking Halloween though. So I've never been like enthusiastic about it. Like Christmas, like give me Christmas any day of the week. Don't, because then it wouldn't be special. But
I went to the other studio a couple of days ago with Buzzword.
Yeah.
And as I was whipping the car around, there's just a fucking.
Were you driving a whip? Or sorry.
We'll cut that bit.
I was on a Mazda.
There's like something hanging out of the tree, and I fucking obviously shat myself. And one of the people who worked down there, I'm guessing, has just like hung a little skeleton thing out of a tree, just as October, mate. Why not? And I love that shit. I wish there was more of it. Like at Christmas time, we fill town centre with lights and Christmas trees and Jesus and like, I mean, Jesus isn't real. Neither are fucking ghosts. You know what I mean? Why don't they get the same trick? Well, is he a ghost? He's a ghoul, isn't he?
Who?
Jesus zombie.
But is he?
He came back from the dead, so he's got to be a zombie, isn't he?
Yeah, but like he's magic and stuff, isn't he? And he can still talk to people and that.
Zombies are magic. Come back from the dead, that's pretty magic.
Yeah, but don't eat people.
I think we've got a warped sense of what a zombie is from Walking Dead, mate. I'm not sure that.
I've got to be honest, they're not real.
Mate, I've watched 10 seasons. They've never once called them a zombie. I'd be sure they're zombies. Like,
have you fucking actually watched the last few seasons of it?
Yeah.
I stopped
watching.
I stopped when. I mean, firstly and foremostly, like Rick Grimes needed to die. I don't know whether he did or not, and let's not spoil it for anyone that's not finished watching it. But I got to about season 6 or 7, and they had like some fucking tip thing where there was just
Yeah,
loads of weird
yeah.
people in a tip. And I've got to be honest with you, I was about fucking done at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
I've got to be
yeah.
honest.
No,
It was wank.
I've watched them all. I've actually started rewatching them. And
Why?
yeah, because
Why
I
the
really
fuck are you
The
doing
beginning seasons.
I really
Yeah,
liked
because
it
the
at
first 3 or 4
And I'm going to be
seasons.
honest, I've got to the start of where Negan comes in, and I'm done now. I'm not watching anymore because I'm just like, it just
Yeah,
goes down.
no,
You know what annoyed me? Every fucking episode was just Rick Grimes breathing heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Bit of sweat
Carl!
dripping down his nose.
Carl!
And
Fuck
like every
Carl off as
single
well.
season got to a point where it's like, finally we found somewhere safe to live. There's a dickhead over there. He doesn't want us to live here. Mate, if I was in a zombie apocalypse, I was like, look, mate, you're pretty hard. I'm pretty hard. Like, shall we do this together? But instead, they're like, there's a load of zombies that want to eat us. I'm going to fucking kill you.
Innit?
Like, strength in numbers. Well, would strength in numbers work? Because then
What,
you've got more
against
chance of like
zombies?
having a massive horde, innit? If you've got like a load of people like just chilling in the same town or whatever, one zombie gets in, bites Doreen, she nips over and bites Ken.
Yeah.
Ken and Doreen both bite
Starts somewhat of a domino effect inside the town.
So would a smaller... Did they have a point? I literally stopped watching it because I was like, this is the same fucking storyline over and over again. But I just thought.
No, but I was having this conversation in the gym this morning where I was talking about Sopranos, completely off the subject because I'm on Sopranos at the moment. It's fucking fantastic, and like, so I don't know whether
Are they sponsoring us as well?
I don't know.
So check out our main sponsors, Japan and Sopranos.
Yeah.
Childhood
But
Beatings.
they pretty much and Childhood Beatings.
Childhood
yeah.
Beatings.
For fuck's sake. And they I don't know whether they actually did make up the format or not, but like that format of like the bad guy being the bad guy, but you don't really know whether he's the bad guy or not because he's kind of good as well, and like things are a bit shit, and then he kind of figures it out again, and then it's a rinse and repeat of that all the way through, and it is pretty much that. It's still fucking min, but like everything after it has still followed that trend, right? So like Sons of Anarchy's got Jax doing it, like Power Ad Ghost doing it, like there's all of that.
Walking Dead does do that because Rick's meant to be the good guy, but he progressively turns into more of a fucking horrible cunt.
Yeah, because I have to survive.
Yeah,
I just
Carl, you know,
I just he fucking
Mate,
wants me
have you
out.
ever watched Z Nation?
No.
That's like the
I
low
need to get-
budget version.
I need to get a drink, lads.
It's like
Carry
the
on with that in a minute.
It's like the low budget version, but it's just like fucking mental. Like you get like elephant zombies and stuff, and like zombies with weed growing out of their head. It's just like the writers have clearly got a bit stoned and thought, look, this probably ain't going to happen, so let's be as creative as we can with it. They've got like nuclear zombies and like zombies. So it gets to a point where like there's like zombies that go after the zombies.
Okay.
So but then I'm pretty sure, like I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I've got to a point now where some of the zombies are like, we're sound actually. We're alright. So you've got zombies, then you've got the zombies that kill the zombies.
Yeah.
Then you've got the zombies that are a bit sound. And then you've got fucking like bear zombies and stuff, mate. They just went like it's better to be fair. I think it got cancelled now.
Yeah.
But it didn't have the money. From what I gather. I don't know. Mate, can you put BT Sport 2 on, please?
Why? Ajax Liverpool.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I'm more interested in Midtjylland versus Atalanta, to be honest.
yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we carry on with like actually talking about horror themes?
Yeah. You'll see all the goals on this, mate. It'll be all right.
Well, also, bang it on for him. Don't be harsh. This is dying a death.
Should we start again?
Where do we go for? To be fair, have you watched Zombieland?
No.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Is that the
second
one? Is
Yeah.
that the one with Woody Allen?
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson in it, yeah. Yeah, I've seen the second one, but...
They've I reckon they perfected the zombie. In modern times, at least. That's like one of the most perfect...
Shaun of the Dead, though, mate.
but Shaun of the Dead's a different class, isn't it? That's
I was going to say Dawn of the Dead, to be honest.
Dawn of the Dead's like the
Dawn
zombies
of
in
the
it are
Dead.
mint, but the story's a bit shit.
Or Evil...
Within.
No, that's the game. Evil Dead. The Evil Dead films. I know they're not really zombies. They're something. They're Deadites. They're a bit different, but like they're fucking love the Evil Dead films.
I don't fucking.
I remember watching them when I was a kid. And
But that's the thing is like I don't find zombie shit scary. Zombie shit to me is not scary. Like Walking Dead and shit, and that's not scary.
no.
That's just like a bit of a thriller. Like I'm all for a thriller.
Yeah.
I just don't like something that's outright trying to make me fuck.
Like, you know with zombies though,
Like
you know
with
why it's
It
scary?
and shit like that, right? Like the new remakes of it, like
the It films,
like
they're so good.
they don't scare me.
Yeah.
But you know, like something like The Conjuring. Like, I'm never going to watch that. I've watched the fucking trailers. I don't need that. I don't need that. But it's not for me, mate.
To be fair, like...
Fuck you with your fucking weird shit coming out and trying to fuck me up. Fuck you.
Aren't they based on, like, true people as well?
Oh, that's even worse,
the
mate.
one of them, it's a true story. Like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a true story.
They can say based on a true story, and it's like, there's a bloke called Dave, and there's also, like, one in the movie.
And he had a chainsaw. Right?
Yeah. But there's tons of that. But like, some of them films where it is literally like some horror films, you watch them, it's just this is just jump scare after jump scare, and then they're like, they don't do like they don't do anything for me. I like ones that have got proper fucking creepy shit.
See, my favourite horror films are the ones that fuck you up after. So when you're watching them, especially with your missus, and you're just like, that's not scary at all. And then she's like, yeah, and she goes to sleep straight away, and then you're lying there in bed going like, I'm just gonna go check the door, like, go check the window, you know, and like, like the Blair Witch, that's not scary to watch.
No.
But you sit in your bed afterwards and you have a little think about it, and you're like, he's standing in the fucking corner, wasn't he? Like, that's it. You know what I mean? And you start thinking about it, and you're like, this is.
Do you know what? I watched Blair. What actually happened at the end of Blair Witch?
She stood in the corner and. That's about it, isn't it? I think.
Doesn't she like? Mate, I don't think everyone's seen it now.
I've definitely,
isn't it?
And I remember watching it. I just can't remember the end.
I think like one of the
they go through like the fucking like they're in the woods bit at the very end, aren't they? And they're running through the woods, and then they go into that fucking building at the end. But I can't remember how it ends.
One of the stories they tell in it is that she makes her victims. She makes one of them stand in the corner while she like kills or eats the other one or whatever because she doesn't like them to watch. And then the girl who like the main girl runs into the room. And her mate's facing the corner, and I'm pretty sure that's how it ends. So it's like,
I'm pretty sure.
So she's about to get fucked.
Yeah.
Not.
Fucked.
Yeah, she's about to die.
It's been a while for you, hasn't it, Chip? If you can get fucked, head on down to.
Head on down to the audio scene of Blair Witch. I mean, honestly, she's game. I'm game.
I'll be your wingman. I'll stand in the corner if needs be.
I think it's important to love people despite their flaws, and if she needs to kill the odd person, I could probably,
I mean, Harold Shipman probably did save the NHS a few quid, didn't he? We're like, if you look at it from like the Tory perspective,
is he ever gonna get his reward for that?
Mate, he'd get fucking House of Lords or something if he was alive today, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Fair play, you saved us. Well, we would like to go there, Joe.
He's an absolute fucking wanker, isn't he? Like, of the highest possible order. Yeah, you can go fucking anywhere, mate. At the end of the day...
Who's a wanker? Who are we talking about?
Harold Shipman.
Oh, okay, you're saying, yeah.
Oh, or any one of the Tory cabinet, mate. But let's not...
I didn't quite know where you're going with that. I was in full agreement, anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
My favourite horror films, I'm just going to keep bringing about the Hellraiser films. Absolutely love them. Watch them when
I've never seen them.
So good.
Never seen them. Don't
So
intend to see
fucking
them.
weird.
I wanted to watch them when I was younger.
That the guy with the fucking
Pinhead.
loads of pins, yeah.
I remember.
I was going to say screws, but yeah.
Oh, mate, honestly, so like they're angels and demons are the same thing. So like,
What do you mean?
So that like they're technically angels.
What, the ones with the pins?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cenobites.
There's more than one.
Yeah. There's like, mate, honestly, those, and the thing that gets better with them films is as you get on through like Hellraiser 1 and 2, fucking mint. Hellraiser 3, pretty good. Hellraiser 72, or whichever one they're making at the moment, it's so shit. It's so shit. It's good. There's one where like one of them, he's got like a CD tray in his chest, and he just wangs out CDs and flings them at people. I think it's like Hellraiser like 5 or 6 or something. And so this is meant to be this demon that's really scary, and he's just wanging CDs at people.
That's the thing with horror movies, isn't it? There's too many of them. Like,
how
many Freddy Kruegers are there?
Like
or Friday the 13th?
14 or 15 or
But
something.
again,
has there even been as many Friday 13th in recorded history as Jason movies? Like,
probably, yeah. I reckon so, right?
But this is how far out of touch I am with it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're really talking about right now. Like, I avoid it that much.
Jason Voorhees is the one with the Oculus.
I know Jason Voorhees from fucking Eminem songs, mate, and that is pretty much it.
The thing is, them movies are like what you'd watch when you were like 12, 13,
and
you were having a sleepover, yeah. And like, I remember I used to love going to like
allowed in my house, so that was probably why.
Man,
no sleepovers allowed. I mean, I won't get fucking beaten, mate, but you know,
I'd take that over getting battered.
Yeah.
when I was a kid, really little, Quatermass and the Pit. It was like an old black and white film, and I honestly can't remember much of it other than I used to just fucking cry my eyes out because I was terrified, because there was basically this massive pit and there was some kind of like aliens or monster in it or something, and it was like this old weird B-movie sci-fi thing, and my dad had me watching that at a young age, and it honestly terrified me, and he would just piss himself laughing.
Matt, I'll tell you what terrified me.
And I never watched it since. I'm pretty sure nothing happens. I'm pretty sure literally nothing happens.
Right, there was something we watched. It was like a TV movie, and I was pretty young, but like I used to quite like scary movies even at that age. I must have been like 6, 7. Do you remember like Strange But True?
Yeah.
So, like I used to love watching that. Like me and my mum and my sister would watch that, and there was I think it's like a Stephen King book or something, and it was called Tommy Knockers.
Yeah.
And it was like a straight to TV movie or something, and I've no fucking idea what it's about. But all I know is there's one part in the movie where this woman turns around and her eyes are green, and I wet the bed. Like I was terrified of that for years and years after. Like occasionally my mum and my sister or whatever would come into my room, and like they'd have like, because this woman had like a hood on or something, they put something over their head like a hood, and they'd come in and they just turn to me like they were that woman.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah, mate, it was lovely. Yeah, I mean they didn't beat me out though, so it was still that. Yeah, I remember being younger and like going to Blockbusters or something, or like off licenses used to rent DVDs back in the day, didn't they? Or not DVDs, videos.
Yeah.
Do you know what they fucking did? That's weird, isn't it? Like, weird how something just completely phases out. You know, we used to go into like Basra's or something, and fucking they used to just be fucking some DVDs at the front that you could just purchase.
Mate, with porn on the top shelf as well.
Yeah.
Little 10-year-old me, like I glanced up, pretend I'm not like, oh, is that a spider's web up there? You know what I mean? But mate, you remember like going into a shop where like you take like a £5, and you and your like sibling or mate or whatever, you'd rent like 2 or 3 DVDs. You'd each have a pick a mix. You'd have like a couple cans of Coke or something, go mental, like a frozen pizza.
Blockbuster used to be the one though, didn't it? Because Blockbuster, you'd go in there and it was a one-stop shop for fucking everything that you could possibly want for a stay over. It just didn't quite sell the mattress in there.
Yeah. I used to love them days, to be fair.
Yeah, because like we've lost that joy, right? You've lost that joy of going in somewhere and like not just having it readily at your fucking fingertips. Like the whole thing of having like the night in to watch a film was like, I'm going to go to Blockbusters, I'm going to drive to Blockbusters, which is going to take me 20 minutes or so to get there. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to aimlessly walk around and probably argue with the missus on what it is that I want to watch, or argue with the mates on what it is that we were going to watch. And then I'm going to buy Butterkiss popcorn and fucking whatever other shit that I can do that's wildly overpriced, but I'm still going to do it because it's a one-stop shop. And then I'm going to go home with the anticipation of watching the film. And then fucking... And now it's just like, I'll just get on the settee and just watch Netflix.
The thing is, if you're browsing through Netflix,
accessible.
We spend more time trying to choose what to watch than actually watching a movie. And if you get about 10 minutes into something and think, you know what, this is a bit shit, so we find something else, you spend even more time looking... Yeah. But if you've got something from Blockbuster, it's like, right, it's Friday night, it's going back Monday, we're fucking watching it.
Yeah.
We've paid £2.50 for this.
Yeah.
We're watching it.
Yeah. And I don't know if it's just nostalgic because that's what we're used to, and I don't know like if like the youth of today would really give that much of a fuck. But for me, that was like part of the joy of it.
The thing is, how many times have you showed people a film like that you've watched, like because it was the only choice you had, and that gets better.
Yeah.
Now you've got to watch it till this part, and then, mate. Nowadays, if it doesn't impress me, like within 30 seconds, I'm like, fuck off, mate.
It's getting turned off. Yeah. It's getting turned off. Do you know one thing, right? I can't fucking stand on films. I don't know how we've got here from where we were, but
we're talking about films, mate.
Fucking subtitles, mate. Oh,
really?
Oh, mate. And do you know what's worse than a subtitle? The worst thing that someone can possibly do is have a foreign fucking film and overdub it with English. Oh my god, it winds me up. I'm watching people's mouths not do what they should be doing when they're talking. Yeah. I am blowing my fucking brains out before I listen.
I used to watch so many kung fu films.
No,
fuck off. So I live with that old Japanese like manga film show.
No,
I'm alright.
To be fair, with kung fu films, I can't like the overdub works.
I think it's better
because it's like it's part of it's part of it now, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Like they say something like "I will kill you," but their mouth's fucking still going after it. Yeah, that makes it. But I don't mind subtitles though. Like if my boy's staying at one of the grandparents, Tamara lets me have a beer in bed. so I don't have to like sit in the other room. And she doesn't like the TV on too late, so I'll have subtitles on then.
Mate, you literally called.
Nah, she doesn't.
You called Tamara your mum for a minute there. Yeah, so Tamara lets me come into bed with my cookies and my milk.
No, it is. I go in there and I'm like, I'm having a fucking beer in bed.
Yeah.
You've got a problem with it.
Yeah, I won't do it.
Yeah.
It's just too much It's too much effort, mate. If I'm sitting down,
I don't know. If you get used to it, it takes a few minutes to get into it.
It doesn't know.
You know when you used to get copy DVDs from like the bloke in the pub back in the day, and the quality was so shit. But if you can stick it out for 2 or 3 minutes, you get used to it.
Yeah.
And it, like the graininess doesn't bother you.
No, but it's too much effort.
Mate,
You can't like. Sometimes like I like almost float in and out of consciousness when I'm watching something, like completely immerse yourself in it. I can't do that with subtitles, so I've got to fucking read about what's going on. And like, to be honest with you, I've had enough of fucking reading during the day. I had enough of fucking dealing with bullshit fucking reading shit all the time. I don't need to do it on my movies.
I swear, after a while, you don't even notice the subtitles anymore. After a while, you get to the end of the film, you're like, I swear they started talking English halfway through. And like, they didn't. They definitely didn't. Like, your brain just adapts to it and picks up on it, and then all of a sudden, like, you're not even reading the words purposefully. They're just going in as you're looking at the screen.
Oh, this doesn't happen for me, man. I don't know whether I don't give subtitles enough of a chance. But even, do you know, fucking what was the film I was watching recently? I want to say Snatch, but I don't think it does. But like, there's like snippets of times where there's subtitles on the screen. Like that fucking annoys me even more.
Really?
Yeah, because
would you rather not know what they're saying?
I wasn't expecting it.
Mate, did you vote UKIP? What's your... I don't want a fucking Russian in an English film.
But to be fair, I do agree with you to a point.
No, because it comes up on you unexpectedly, right? Out of nowhere. Sorry, mate, but like, if I'm fucking sitting down to watch a film and I'm like, this film is full of subtitles, like I know what I'm getting myself in for. Don't fucking lull me in, mate. Where I'm there, I'm immersed in something, and all of a sudden I got to read some shit on the screen, mate. My brain don't work like that.
Wait, the one that does my head in, where I agree with you, is films where like they're like, it's set in England, fair enough. They cut to like Germany, and like they do half the scene in German and then half the scene in English with a German accent. Go, hang on, wait a minute, no.
Oh yeah.
Do the whole scene in German.
amazing.
If you're gonna do it. Like don't do half and half. Don't just start fucking breaking into English halfway fucking through.
You know what really annoys me? And like, I absolutely love Marvel films, as you know, but it pisses me off that no matter what fucking universe, dimension, country, they all speak fluent fucking English. Like Thor speaks like fucking medieval English. He's a Norse god for a start, mate.
It's Greek, right?
Thor. Norse.
What's Norse?
Norway. Scandinavia, Vikings.
I swear to God, he was in Greek mythology.
You're thinking of anyone else.
Odin, fuck, yeah. Sorry.
Greeks like. To be fair, I'm alright with that, because for me, it's you do one or the other. You could do what like Tarantino does on Inglourious Bastards, where like when they're in Germany, they're speaking German.
Yeah.
And like you go the whole hog and you do it all, and you do it with subtitles, or you just say, look, we're just going to do the whole film in English, just so English people can understand it. And
it doesn't annoy me that much. It's more of just I'm like, well, this wouldn't happen, would it? To be honest, mate. Especially, I think Guardians of the Galaxy, don't they have like something they put in their ear so that they can all like understand?
Yeah, I think
and
they might do, to be fair, actually. Yeah.
But still, it's pretty weird because like Yondu has like a Southern American accent, and he's just a fucking alien from a different universe. It's
I
like,
just don't fucking get your obsession with Marvel, mate.
do you like anything?
Yeah, fucking really. I really like mob films. I really like mob films. I really like mob series. I really like football. Films? I really like UFC. I really like boxing, mate. Outside of that, like I don't understand the obsession with them. That's all. I'll watch them,
as
mate.
A kid? Like,
no, mate, no. Do you know what? As a kid, I was like Captain Scarlet, Power Rangers. I was big on Power Rangers, but as a kid,
mate, you know, my wife is terrified of Thunderbirds.
I used to love Thunderbirds, mate.
Yeah.
Mate,
do you know what? They've fucking pillaged that shit now. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my fucking God.
I didn't watch the
film.
But
they turned it into like some animated shit, and it's like the whole reason that Thunderbirds is mint is because of the strings.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of the strings, can you? Fucking hell. I want to see Parker
What's
his
that,
stupid little fucking mouth go out with Mr. Penelope. No, I don't want to see that shit.
So you won't do badly dubbed English things, but you're happy with a puppet that doesn't lip sync in the slightest.
What's that really like decrepit old cook? Is it like Mary Berry or something like that?
in real life?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think Mary Berry's a bit of a national treasure, isn't she, mate?
Mate, is that the one I'm on about? Do you not think she looks like a fucking Thunderbird? The way she like pops around and stuff.
I think that's just Alzheimer's. What's that Michael J. Fox has got?
I don't know, mate. I don't.
It's not Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's when you forget shit.
When you forget shit.
What's the thing when you
Old
shake?
age.
Old age. That's the one. Yeah.
No, what's the thing when you shake?
Parkinson's. Yeah.
Parkinson's.
Which we don't find funny.
Just getting on.
At all. Like, not at all. Anywho. Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Power Rangers. What else? And I used to like Art Attack a lot. Neil Buchanan was a fucking don, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I do like a lot of the old classics that, like, you know, like, you've still got your cartoons and your shows that have kind of been revamped, or still even people are watching them, like, in this day and age.
Yeah.
But do you remember stuff like The Raccoons?
Yeah.
No.
I used to love that.
No.
Poddington Peas.
Poddington
Just
Peas.
stuff that, like, you come home, you'd finish school, you'd go home, you'd have, like, a glass of
Zap was good.
squash or
Did you ever
something.
watch
Yeah,
Funhouse
Zap.
when you were
Zap.
too young for
You remember
Funhouse?
So I remember Funhouse, yeah.
What was Funhouse?
Funhouse was the one where literally it was a big, massive house, and they'd have kids and they'd chuck them in a different room, and you had to like figure out.
Mate, how did you get on Funhouse? Did Pat Sharp just come to your
I
school?
think
or
Pat
something?
Sharp just turned up at your house and went, "Come on, mate." Getting like, and then
Jimmy
at the end,
Savile did
at the
something
end,
similar to
he
that,
did
but it
something very
wasn't the
similar, like-
same outcome.
Wasn't the same
I
outcome.
don't think Pat Sharp is.
The end of Funhouse, they do the
don't know,
the little
maybe.
go-kart,
Yeah,
I
I used to always
yeah,
do it.
I fucking love that.
I was just like, when am I going to get a go? How do you sign up?
Do you
for
know
this?
what I fucking used to really like as well? And again, it's one of those things where they've remade it and I don't like it. Is Supermarket Sweep with Dale Winton was like
Yeah,
a
that
Don
was
show,
so good.
and now Ryland does it, mate, and he can just fuck off with his massive teeth, mate. I fucking don't. I just don't know. He's one of those people that I just find immensely fucking irritating for absolutely
I've
no
never
reason
fantasy
whatsoever.
Sweep, to be honest.
And what else do I? What and Bruce Forsyth on Play Your Cards Right, mate. Like Play
Has
Your
this
Cards
gone from a Halloween podcast
Nah,
to things that
do you know
Matt
what?
likes?
No, because Saturday night entertainment used to be
Generation
a
game.
fucking
Yeah.
thing, mate. Like, it used to be a proper thing. It used to be like Saturday night was never like a, or in my house anyway, it was never like a go out night. It was like,
No,
there's
it
some
wasn't.
fucking shit on this
Yeah.
TV that you're going to sit and watch, mate.
The good thing about that is, like, you knew that a good chunk of the nation was doing the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friday nights for me.
It almost did bring a unity, didn't it? It's weird.
Did you see that thing on Saturday night?
Yeah.
I like Parkinson and stuff. Even in school, mate, when I was like 5 or 6, people are talking about Parkinson. Yeah, I remember Friday nights. I used to. Do you remember the show 999?
Yeah.
Mate, I used to love that
that
shit.
was sick.
Like
man.
my sister would normally be like staying at a mate's house or whatever. My dad would be at work and he's Turkish, so obviously working in a kebab shop.
Clearly.
He'd send us a couple of pizzas over, and me and my mum would watch 999. And then after that, it was Strange But True, which you wouldn't have liked. But
No, did you saw Strange But True as well? But 999 used to be the thing that I used to love, and you know, favourite ones ever were like Kyle's got stuck in quicksand.
some of them, like
Rebecca's phoned through because Kyle's got stuck in quicksand and the emergency services are on site.
as a kid, some of them were terrifying. I remember watching one, and it was like a couple of kids. They were trying to like squeeze in between two houses, and like the skinny one made it out the other side and was like, "Come on, Chris," or whatever. And then he just gets stuck in the middle because he's too fat. And I was just like, fucking hell, he's going to die in between two houses. And then like the fire engine just turns up and grease him up and pull him out or something. And now, like, you wouldn't even watch that. You'd think, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
Why am I watching a kid stuck between...
That's the thing though, is like now it's
That was
so
scary
much
though,
more,
innit?
yeah. But now it's so much more difficult to like get people engaged with anything because we've just got so much at our fucking fingertips.
TV is tough, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope people like podcasts.
I was going to say, like, imagine getting into like some form of entertainment sort of stream thing at the moment,
and not actually being entertaining.
Yeah.
Mate, there's probably
We've
about
been
50
on for
podcasts.
fucking an hour, lads. This is meant to be a 10-minute podcast.
And I swear we've not even talked
There
about
was-
Halloween that much either.
There was 20 minutes of setting up at the beginning.
What was the Halloween story you wanted to bring to the table that had porn in it as well? And you just thought that was going to set him off?
Mate, that one that we did.
Was it?
Yeah, we talked
I
about
didn't really
porn.
set you off
He
about
just,
porn, did it?
yeah, he just talked about being battered as a kid.
Yeah.
I'm so desensitized.
I've heard Jim can't climax without punching himself in the face now.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you've got that off right. It's punching someone else in the face.
Does it have to be the person you're sleeping with, or is it?
I like to get a third party involved.